Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by Money Stocks. Today is Friday, May 2nd, 2014. There's a lot going on today. Let's jump right into the charts here. We'll start off with the usual S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see a big spike here in the futures. Futures came back down. Now they're moving higher again. What happened is we did have the unemployment non-farm payroll report released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's the U.S. government. And it looks like the U.S. added 188,000 jobs, according to this report. The jobless rate declined down to 6.3%. Now, how true it is, we don't really know. But either way, the report is very good if you read the headline number. If you look underneath it a little bit, then you'd have to be a little bit suspect of it. But either way, you can see what the market's thinking here. With that big, giant spike and then a giant move down. And now it's trying to catch its footing and move higher again. Today is a Friday. Generally in the past, we've always looked at Fridays as being a flat to slightly positive trading day. And the reason for it is that the big institutional money doesn't want to scare the retail investor or the person that's going to spend money over the weekend if they see the market decline sharply. But in 2014, we've had quite a few Friday sell-offs. So we want to be a little bit aware of it. I'm not sure we're going to get that today. But either way, you do want to be aware of a Friday sell-off if it does occur. So looking at the charts here right now, you have to say it's not the greatest of opens for the market, but we'll see how the market trades once the dust settles and the institutions get to look at things a little closer. Remember, that report was just released about 14 minutes ago. So again, non-farm payrolls coming in at 288,000 jobs. Jobless rate declines to 6.3%. We'll see how it plays out. Now, there are a lot of stocks in the news. Let's go over a few on my list here. We're going to start off with CVS Caremark. CVS is the pharmacy. Everybody knows it. Stock is trading down at $71.10. $71.70 rather, excuse me. Closed at $73.10. I will have gap levels for this stock if it does trade a little bit lower. I'm not sure it's going to get down again, but if it does get down to new lows, we will be looking to pick this one up in the chat room. We do have some gap levels. They will be posted at 9 a.m. in the morning, but CVS is starting the day lower. Wynn Resorts. Little pop for Wynn Resorts. Stock closed yesterday at $206.67. It's now trading at around the $214.75 level. Great move for Wynn. I will have more gap levels for this one as well. They will be posted up in the chat room right around 9 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to watch Wynn Resorts. We're going to see where that one goes. But again, we'll have some gap levels for that one in the chat room at 9 o'clock. Let's take a look at Akamai. Akamai Technologies this morning is trading around $55.92. It closed at $54.53. Watch for resistance on this one around $60.15. So it does have higher to go. I'm not sure it's going to make its way up there, but this is the spot where I'm looking for resistance. Okay, so again, around $60.15 is what we should see when we should see resistance for Akamai. If you want to scalp it there, I would not have a problem with that. Obviously, look at the chart pattern before you do it, because I don't know what the chart's going to tell us at that stage of the game. I can only tell you the resistance level that I have right now. Let's take a look at Nutrisystem, NTRI. They reported earnings as well. This stock has been clobbered as of late, but today it is making a pretty strong gap higher. So decent pop there on Nutrisystem. When I look at the equity, will have gap levels ready for this one. I think this is an equity that could be deflected and come back down. So I'll post those up in the chat room at 9 o'clock in the morning. But Nutrisystem is a stock we're looking to play today in the chat room. Stock closed at $15.51. Now it's trading at $17.30. So I think we can play Nutrisystem. Let's take a look at Expedia. This had earnings, I believe, last night after the closing bell. You could see the big spike higher, and then it came back down lower. So right now, when I look at this equity, it's a mixed bag of tricks. If it does go up again, watch the $77 level. That's where there's going to be resistance for this equity today. If it comes back down, I would not really be a buyer in this equity till $64.90. So it might even be $64.80. But right around that area, that's where I would look to snatch up Expedia for a bounce. Right now where it is, there's nothing to do. There's no play on it. Stock closed yesterday at $73.87. It's trading at 72.40. There's just no play. You got to see some type of real movement in order to make a trade on this one. Let's take a look at Chevron Corp. Ticker symbol is CVX. And what you're going to see here is the stock just had earnings a little while ago. I really don't even know what the earnings were. All I know is it's on my list for earnings. The stock initially made a move higher. Now it is trading down at 123.50, so selling off pretty sharply. This is another one I probably will have some gap levels for in the chat room. I'm looking at the chart real close at the moment, and I'm not seeing anything that really stands out to me just yet. So yeah, we will probably trade this one in the chat room. I'll have some solid levels for us to go on. I'll post those up in the chat room at 9 o'clock. But just looking at it offhand, I'm going to need to work out calculations for this one. That'll take me a few moments to do. Let me just look over my list real quick. It looks like Estee Lauder also reported earnings. Ticker symbol on that is EL. And what you're going to see here, it closed at $72.50. It's now trading at $74. There's a fair amount of resistance here, but this is in an uptrend, so actually it's trading at $73.50. Watch the 74.25, 74.5. There's a lot of resistance there. A level you could probably scalp short would be $76.50. The 74 area is tempting, but due to the uptrend, it makes it a little bit tough. So again, watch for. I don't think it's going to go much higher than 74.5 or so. So again, watch for resistance there. Probably just stalls out. It's a pretty strong equity today. Looking over a couple of other things in this market, the gold market is trading lower by $2.90. Let's go to the GLD. And what you're going to see here is GLD is trading at 123.30. I don't think there's much of a play on gold at the moment, so we're going to leave that alone. Again, it could be turbulent today. You do have the dollar-yen popping. When the dollar-yen goes higher, it usually means gold will go lower. Not sure that's the case today, but that's what we normally look for. And look at the dollar-yen really roaring after that U.S. job number. So again, pretty good move on the dollar-yen. You could also see a pretty good move on the U.S. dollar index today. That is making a pretty strong move as well. Looking over the oil market, what you're going to see here is oil is trading higher by 37 cents to $99.75 a barrel. Let's go to the USO, which is a good proxy for trading light sweet crude, and you'll see that at $36.16. Again, $35.75 will be some intraday support. So keep that on your radar for the USO. And that pretty much wraps up everything that we're looking at. Again, gap plays will be posted up in the chat room at 9 a.m. So come on over for them. And I'm going to leave it there. Right now, futures are up $2.50. It's not a big move, especially after a job number like that. But stranger things have happened, and we'll see if the job number means tapering is going to come in faster and needs to come in more. And I have to think that might be the case today, because looking at the 10-year bond yield, right now it's trading at 2.68%, up 7.5 basis points. That's a pretty big move. That's about a 3% move. So bond yields are starting to move higher, meaning bond prices are moving lower. With that said, everybody, have a great trading day, and we will see you on the charts.